What up? This is Rap Hits. It's a Wack 100 has gotten himself into a legal jam because the judge has once again denied his bail request for Keefe D, and now she's suspecting foul play in the money that he's using to try to get Keefe D out. That bail money she's suspecting is possibly dirty money, so she's looking into it. She's saying that a possible felony might have been committed by submitting false paperwork to get Keefe D out. So Wack 100's getting himself tied up in some legal mess. Now, I don't believe he would have used dirty money to try to bail someone out. I don't think he would have done that because, that's what the judge is suspecting. But that's not what the felony is about. She's saying the crime is that it looks like false paperwork was submitted. So she's saying she got 2 different letters trying to verify these funds because she's requesting a full background on where these funds are originating. She doesn't believe that this is clean money, so she was requesting all of this paperwork. And so when she received the paperwork, she got 2 letters, and she said these were identical letters from strange and suspicious people dealing with Wack. So basically, Wack is trying to work with this bail agency to try to get those funds secured for getting Keefe D out. And then when she got these letters, she said it was 2 of the same letters, and the signatures didn't match up because one signature, she said, led to someone that has nothing to do with the company. Another signature had a misspelled name, So she's saying, how can you misspell your own name if you're signing something? No one does that. So she found a misspelled name, and then she saw one of the return addresses on the bail money, on the letter, went to a doctor's office. So some unknown doctor's office that doesn't seem to be even associated with the thing. So it's a false address. So that's where she's saying the crime might have been committed because you can't submit false paperwork. Now she's saying she's going to do a full investigation on what's going on with Wack 100 and him getting these false letters submitted that she's calling false letters. So Wack 100, like I said, he thinks he's going to get Keefe D out, and it sounds like he wants to make some business deals with him, but he's kind of denying it because the judge doesn't want that to happen. There's some type of law in Vegas, I guess, where you can't profit off your crime. But the thing is, Wack saying that Keefe D hasn't committed a crime yet. He's not convicted of a crime. So, you know what I'm saying? He's saying it's fair game, basically. So he's trying to play these games to try to see if he can get him out. And I think he is trying to profit off of it, in my opinion. I think he is trying to get him out for some type of deal. Who knows? I think the judge is suspecting some type of gang activity or something with this whole thing too, because she just finds it very suspicious and odd, the whole thing with Wack being involved in trying to get this dude out. So Wack might have got himself into some trouble. I don't think he was expecting such pushback. He was very surprised when she wanted a full interview on the first day, because it's been like 2 months now that he's been trying to bail him out. It's like $750,000 or something, but I don't think he had to come up with that whole thing. I think he only had to come up with like $100K, maybe a little more, and then have some collateral so that the $750 would be covered if Keefe D violates his bail conditions. So at this point, Wack 100 is getting himself wrapped up in a very serious case, and I don't even know why he's trying to get Keefe D out so bad, because a lot of people don't want to see Keefe D out. They're saying that if he had some involvement with what happened to Tupac, he shouldn't be getting out. Maybe he should be sitting down. Wack 100 looks at it different. Like, I think Wack 100 really doesn't like Tupac. He's always talking about him. He's always talking bad about Tupac. Talking about he's really soft and he's not really like that. And he's saying all this stuff about Tupac a lot. And so Wack 100 has issues with Tupac. I think it stems from his issues with Suge Knight, because it doesn't sound like he likes Suge Knight at all. It's like they're ops, basically. So Wack 100 seems to be ops with Tupac and Suge for some reason. I might look more into that later, where that all stems from. But, he is trying to get Keefe D out of jail. A lot of people don't like the idea of this, because people was fans of Pac. So they don't want to see the person responsible for what happened to Pac get out, because even though he hasn't been convicted, he's been charged. So people are saying, well, they trust the system enough that they got the right guy. And they want to see how this plays out in the court of law. But at the same time, the judge is saying this dude should not be getting out on bail over the sketchy stuff Wack 100 is doing. And good, you know what I'm saying? Wack 100 should have left this one alone. That was not wise. It wasn't a good look for him to be involved in doing these testimonies, because they had him on the Zoom call for like maybe a half an hour, and he was saying a whole lot of stuff in the court. It wasn't under oath, but he's saying stuff. He's talking. Plus, they're saying Keefe D was cooperating. That's what the word is that Keefe D has been cooperating with the feds for a long time, is what the word is. And so it sounds like there was $1 million. Well, Keefe D's trying to blame Diddy because he's bringing Diddy's name up in official proceedings now, is what I'm getting. That's the word I'm getting. Keefe D's trying to pin a lot of this on Diddy, and he's trying to cooperate to get Diddy. Now, maybe this might lead to some more serious stuff, because Keefe D seems willing to put Diddy into this mess about Tupac and say that Diddy tried to pay them $1 million to take care of Tupac. And he's saying when it happened, it sounds like the bag was given to someone else called Zip, someone else associated with Keefe D. So Keefe D saying he didn't get the money. Zip was supposed to, break bread, I guess, and instead Zip kept the money, and it sounds like he opened a nightclub. So all this could be something where they can look into and investigate and see if there's anything to it. And he did have a nightclub, is from what I understand. So if they can find a money trail, and if that can lead back to Diddy, Diddy's done. Because that means Diddy's going to end up getting indicted possibly on this charge. I mean, that's going to be some solid evidence if they can trace the money back to Diddy that was given to Zip. Now Zip is no longer alive, I guess. They're saying, yeah, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? He passed a while back, but the money trail still exists. So Keefe D's cooperating. He's trying to give all the details to the feds, and it sounds like he's been working with the feds for a long time. So I don't know why Wack's trying to get out someone cooperating. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a good look for Wack, in my opinion, for him to be associated with Keefe D like this and trying to get him out. Now he's getting himself wrapped up in this whole thing, and who knows how that's going to play out. And he has what's coming to him if he does get wrapped up in this. I don't think anybody's going to be sad about it, because I think he should have just, stayed away from this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? He should have fell back off this whole thing and not even got himself involved. So if he ends up getting investigated and they find out that paperwork submitted was falsely submitted, then Wack 100 is going to end up being involved. Now, so far, they're blaming the Bell's bondsmen that Wack 100 is working with, but this will be tied back to Wack eventually, because he's the main guy behind the scenes with trying to get Keefe D out. So now Wack 100's opening himself up to a lot of legal issues potentially. So, if that happens, he's getting what's coming to him. I think he should have stayed out the way. Keefe D, if it's like they don't want to give him bail. I don't know why they even set a bail for him, because they didn't have no problem not setting a bail for Young Thug. So why does she think she even had to set a bail for Keefe D if that's the case? I don't see why she even set a bail if she doesn't want to honor it. Because at the same time, if a bail was set, she's really looking into this, trying to figure out where these funds are coming from. And I think the funds is clean. I think Wack 100 received these funds doing business. I mean, I don't suspect Wack 100 of having dirty funds that he's trying to bail people out with. I just don't think that he would do that. So The judge is really suspicious of Wack 100. She thinks there's something going on, and she thinks this is something to look into. So at this point, who knows what's gonna happen with Diddy or Wack? Maybe they'll find themselves getting themselves tangled up in this whole Keefe D mess that Keefe D got himself into. So yeah, that's about it, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. This has been Rap Hits. Check the links in the comment section. Follow Rap Hits on social media and all that. Like and subscribe. I'm out of here.